Um, right, so, hello. I've been thinking about how to kind of start this, video and whether I should kind of script it just so I could kind of know how, what to say and how to start it. But it just kept feeling really weird and unnatural. So I thought that I would just, write down the questions and write down the username of whoever said it. And just kind of get to it and answer as the answer pops up in my brain. But I can already tell it's gonna be kind of a bad idea because I keep zoning out while I talk. But anyway, first of all, I wanted to say that this is the first time I'm doing an audio like this, so bear with me, and I'm sorry if it's a little bit all over the place and it's a little bit just weird, I guess. And second, I wanted to say that thank you so much for 5K. Like, just simply, like, what the hell? I just can't really, I never actually thought it would get to this point. So for me to actually, well, now we're like way past 5,000. We're like 5K 400 subscribers. It's just insane to me. So I want to say genuinely thank you so much. And I know it might come across as like cliche or just kind of like cheesy, but I genuinely do mean it. It's just it means so much to me, and it makes me feel so grateful for everybody that subscribes and everybody that comments and everybody who lets their little presence be known. It makes me really happy to read, and it makes me really happy to kind of interact with you guys. But anyway, I hate when people have long intros, so I'll try to keep it short. I just wanted to say thank you and kind of do a little disclaimer that I'm sorry if it's all over the place. I'm sorry if my answers are a little bit shitty. And I'm really sorry if I mispronounce your name, or your YouTube handle anyway. I tend to mispronounce things. So, you have been warned about that. Okay, I've sorted the questions out, kind of chronologically, right? So the ones that I received first are going to be the ones I'm going to answer first. So, the first one comes from a really long time subscriber who has followed me. He was one of the first people to follow me on Reddit, and then he came over to YouTube. And I appreciate him a lot because we have actually DM'd quite a few times over Reddit, and he's just a sweetheart. So, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but I'm going to pronounce it how I think he would. So I'm going to say Cuaro Loma asks, what's the thing you like most about doing audios? You know, that thing that makes you always want to come back? Smiley face. And I'd have to say that the thing I like most about making audios, oh God, it's going to sound cliche, but I just like knowing that I'm making other people feel good, especially because I love listening to audio so much, and I know how when you're just looking for comfort and there's nothing around you that can provide it, like tangibly, or you've just had a shitty day and want to kind of like enter a little bit of a different world, I understand how much they help, and I understand how big of an impact they can have. So just the idea of making another person kind of escape the reality for a little bit with a little audio just makes me happy. That's the thing that makes me want to come back to do it. I hope that satisfies your question. And then Sparsh asked, and they asked a lot of questions, so thank you for this. And the first question they ask is, what subject are you studying right now? And may come as a shocker, I don't know. But I'm actually studying law. I'm studying a 4-year degree, and it's I don't want to disclose too much about it because it's kind of niche. But I'm getting 2 legal degrees. So there's that. And then, is it my undergrad or my master's? It is my undergrad. So there you go. Make the math out as you want. And then the next question is, what's your favorite type of audio to listen to and to make? I love listening to comfort and reverse comfort audios. I love angsty ones, like where the listener's going through shit. Something about it I just really like. And to make, funnily enough, the same thing. I love a good reverse comfort audio. I think it's really fun to make. So there you go. And also, I think the audience is, like, you guys is what you like, or at least that's what YouTube analytics says. So, is there anyone lucky enough to call yourself their significant other? No, not right now. I am single right now. I've had a couple of, this is gonna sound like a red flag, but I've had a couple of crazy exes lately. So I think I'm just gonna kind of stand clear from people for a bit, just in case. And then what got you into VA and making audios? I think it was just, after listening, I think it's the same thing that happens to people who, like, write fanfic. After listening to so many, like, ASMR videos and, like, audios, I was just, the niche I wanted to hear wasn't being fulfilled at the moment. So I was like, okay, I'll just do it myself, I guess. And then I kind of actually enjoyed doing it, so I just kept doing it. And then next up, so Demon Prince, which cool name by the way, asks, what got you into making ASMR? Well, I don't really make ASMR. I tag it as ASMR because it makes it easier for people to find me on YouTube, but it's not really ASMR. If I were ever to get a good mic, then I would consider doing ASMR. Well, no, I would love to do ASMR, but I just don't have the mic for it. I'd love to do binaural audio, so, but yeah, anyway. And then, Jesus, this is a long username. Scorch-SkittishMCJames asks, do I have a favorite cuddle position? Tough question, because I don't know that cuddle positions have names. Like, yeah, I don't, maybe there's like a guide to them somewhere. I love cuddling, as one can probably infer from my content, but I think my favorite cuddle position is when I can kind of lay my head on somebody's chest, because it also leaves me space to scroll on my phone so I don't get bored. So there you go, that's my favorite. And then this user asked, which name I can't say, because I'm not an asshole. But it's basically N-word gang, Jesus, asks, what's my favorite color? And I've got, I think I've always said my favorite color is green. So I'd say dark green, but I also love dark blue. I tend to dress in dark blue all the time. So what's my favorite animal? I'm inclined to say a penguin, but I've been told by many people that if I were an animal, I'd be an axolotl. So do with that information what you will. And then what food do I like? I am not picky about food. I love genuinely all food. There's only one food I don't like, but I don't know what its name is in English. I can only say it in Spanish, so I mean, I'll say it anyway, it doesn't matter. But I don't like carrilleras. I think they taste, something about the texture messes me up. But everything else, I love seafood. I think I love all cuisine, yeah. Sorry, boring answer. And then, what's your favorite drink? Oh God, I'm gonna be called basic over this. But I have an uncontrolled addiction to Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke. So if I had to say top 3, no particular order, I guess, favorite drinks, it would have to be top 4, right? Diet Coke, an iced out latte, and then if I'm drinking, I've become a beer girly, which is, I don't know how you're gonna feel about that, but I love beer now. And then water, because, gotta keep it healthy. And then what's my favorite YouTuber? It's a really good question. And I'm gonna divide it into categories, if you don't mind. Because there's like ASMR YouTubers, there's like audio roleplay YouTubers, and then there's just normal content. As for normal content, I love Mike's Mike, which you may or may not know, but I think is really funny. And then Cody Ko has a channel for his training marathon vlogs, and I love that. I love that channel because it makes me it just inspires me to run, and I love it. It makes me feel really good. And then for like audio content, there's this content creator who's on Reddit only, whose name is Darling Molly, and let me tell you, I'm obsessed with her voice. It's so good. And on YouTube, I love Dangerous ASMR and Lance ASMR. I'd say they're my favorite. And as for actual ASMR, I'm really into this guy whose name is called, I think, like Deluxe Klex ASMR, something like that. He's, I don't know what he does, but he's really, really tingly, so props to him. And then they asked if I'm single again, which I am. And then I Hatiski, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asks if I have any goals for my channel. And this is gonna sound kind of dumb, but at the moment, no, not at all. I'm just kind of riding the wave, I guess, and making videos as I feel and like that I actually want to make. So, And then, what's my favorite singer? Oh God. I fear I may get hate for this, but I will defend this opinion until I die. It's like the strongest opinion I have. My favorite singer is Taylor Swift. So there you go. And my favorite show is, my favorite show is Fleabag, but also I'm obsessed with Bob's Burgers. It's my comfort show. Like, I put it on every day for hours because it's just what I enjoy seeing. And then lastly, I think I sped through these questions. I tend to speak a little bit too fast, so I apologize if I mumble any of it. But there you go. Fernandez asks, on the topic of superheroes, if you had a superpower, what would it be? And I've always been compelled to say invisibility, but now that I'm older, I would love time travel, but not to go in the past for like 15 years or like 40 years or whatever. I'd like to just undo silly little things. Like, if I mess up and spill a coffee on myself, I'll just rewind 15 seconds and not do that, you know? I think would be the best superpower to have. It's just kind of like an undo button in real life. And then before I finish, because I felt like I've kind of sped through these questions, kind of like a speed run, I want to say some fun little facts, because whilst I haven't actually managed to find the questions, there's certain things that get asked to me like quite frequently. The first thing is whether I'm a native English speaker, which I think is quite obvious I'm not. As I've said, I mispronounce things all the time because I just read them, and my brain imagines they're going to be said one way and then they're not, so I mess that up. But I'm not a native speaker, and I won't say exactly what country I'm from, but I'm Mediterranean, so do with that what you will. I'm just going to say I speak 2 languages, but possibilities are open for me speaking more. And then I got asked the other day because a lot of my thumbnails are like a blonde girl, and then others are a brunette girl, and I try to keep a theme. And also, now that I've cut out the PNGs, I just got a little bit lazy and reuse them for thumbnails. But I got asked what was my natural hair color like in real life, and I am blonde. So if you wanna, I don't know, if you had any specific image of me when listening to the audios, if this completely breaks that, then feel free to continue imagining me as you wanted. But in real life, I am blonde, and I have blue eyes, so there you go. That's my little fun fact. And then I was going to say something else, but I've forgotten. Oh, well, I've gotten asked what my sexuality is, and I identify as bisexual, even though my last partners, Well, no, I'm bisexual. That's it. I was going to say even though my last partners were women, but I feel like that's kind of invalidating bisexuality. So there you go. I think I've gone through all the questions, and I think I've gone through all the little things I wanted to add, like the fun facts. So, yeah. Sorry, kind of blanked there. But thank you so much for listening. If you got to this part of the audio, I don't know how, but honestly, slay. Thank you very much. I can't imagine why anybody would listen to me talk this long, but it still blows my mind. So thank you very, very, very much. I am recording a lot at the moment, so I expect to be able to maintain a regular upload schedule. And thank you so much for all of you that commented and asked. I really appreciate it. And if any questions, like if I didn't get to your question or I didn't see it somehow, just comment it below and I'll just answer it right now as the video goes up. But yeah, thank you so much. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely night's rest. And yeah, lots of love, lots of kisses. Bye-bye.